Situation awareness. Making sense of what is happening needs data from our sensors, a frame of reference from our mental model, and a process, either System 1 or System 2. Our understanding informs our decisions, which in turn inform our actions. All our sensors contribute, but humans generally have a broad preference for visual data. As we gaze at the world, we feel that the scene is clear and in focus. Unfortunately, this is not so. The geometry of our eyeball dictates that the only piece of the picture in sharp focus is a tiny piece in our central field of view. This covers an area around the size of our fingernail on an outstretched arm. This is the piece we are paying attention to. We can move this window around to gather high-resolution data from the rest of the scene, but our perception that the whole picture is simultaneously in focus is wrong. Our mental model, with its expectations of what should be there, is filling in the gaps. The difference between objective fact and interpretation can be large. We don't see things that are in plain sight. We miss the second "the." We see things that aren't there. The white triangle does not exist. We are driven to make sense because until we do, we cannot move on. After a moment's thought, we can turn this nonsense into something meaningful. The high speed and opaque nature of System 1 thinking leaves us vulnerable to cognitive biases. We have seen that confirmation bias results in us preferring data which conforms to our expectation. Framing bias sets these expectations and can skew our interpretation. It directs or misdirects our attention. I can see a dog sets an expectation and can influence others. This is not a heavily pixelated image of a dog, it's simply a random series of dots. System 2 requires us to pay attention. This has limited capacity and duration. System 2 becomes fragile as we get busier. We cannot simultaneously pay full attention to two items. System 2 is deliberate and linear, so becomes particularly vulnerable to interruptions and distractions. Loss of situation awareness is a major contributor to accidents. Look out, try harder is not an effective risk management strategy. We should manage the things which compromise situation awareness. Acknowledge uncertainty. Avoid a single view. Overload, expectations, interruptions and distractions. Remember, a shallow authority gradient makes different views available.